What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Lots. Brian?
What's up, dude? It's good to be back.
Good to be back. I feel like it's been a minute.
I've been on a world tour the last month here.
You have?
I've been gone every weekend in the last 4.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. I mean, there's a reason we are recording a September episode.
Yeah,
pretty much late October.
Late October, yeah. It's usually 3 weeks ago, but yeah, I've been to Chicago for the Iron Markets meeting, which was incredible. Yeah. On our way out to the Grand Canyon, we hiked the Grand Canyon again. I came home for 3 days. Shot out to Vegas for a big one-team TPG sponsored tailgate. The guys at Stoehr Nation crushed it out there.
How many people showed up to the tailgate?
Dude, I don't know. There had to be like 1,000 people there. It was like bananas, dude. It was awesome. So that was a great weekend. And then came home from that and just got back from Charlotte at the Leeboy National Dealer Meeting, which was awesome, dude, to get to meet all the dealers from across the country and network with those guys. Always good to spend time with the folks at Leeboy. And we got to be able to drop our video with Mike Lee, so one of the sons of the founder of Leeboy. And that was awesome to be able to do while we were there. So, yeah, big month. If
you guys have not watched that video, I would highly recommend.
Yeah, we'll drop it down in the comments here, down in the description. You can go check it out and see what the history and legacy of Leeboy is all about.
Yeah, dude, that was amazing. Dude, world tour, Brian. World tour. It's the season. It's the time of the year. We've been busy with some trade shows, too. And we'll probably cover this more in depth on the next Talking Lots. We just got back from IFMA not that long ago. That was in San Antonio. Wonderful, wonderful. It's our first year doing that show, and it was just a home run. The team also just got back from Seabuild Point with this Connecting Point marketing group. Folks, that was Paige and Essetti just absolutely knocked that one out. And
we got one coming up this week, right?
Monday, yeah. So I'm flying out to Vegas.
Which is unusual. We don't usually have this many trade shows this time of year, so it's good, man. I like the rhythm of that kind of, doing in an off cycle, activity, because usually it's kind of like the springtime. We do a ton of trade shows from January through spring, and then we don't do much the rest of the year. And this year we've kept it going all year, so awesome.
Yeah. So we'll touch on those on the next episode. A couple of them have already passed, but. One more is upcoming here, and we got the big 20x20 booth there. We've got a handful of folks going. I'm speaking, actually. That's kind of neat. I'm like, I've never had an hour speaking gig, but here we go. So
you're going to do great, dude.
Appreciate it.
Well prepared.
Yes, sir. So September, man. September. Let's talk about that. The results in September. Our team
what a banger, huh?
I think September was a record month. We did jobs, and we completed projects in 44 different states.
Yeah, I see the numbers there. 44 states, 55 clients we served, and well over a couple hundred jobs completed.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. That's, our first year in business, I don't think we did.
It was probably a little more than that, but
maybe it was a couple hundred jobs in total.
Yeah, it's wild. I was just telling somebody that while we were down at Leeboy that I think it's like 7 or 8 times this year we've done more revenue in a week than we did in the whole first year.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think about, Been a cool journey, right?
Yeah. We got a great team to do it, man. We got a great team to do it. A couple happy birthdays here for the month of September. I know this is going to come out a little bit late, but happy birthday, Miles, and happy birthday, Tony Hugheim.
Tony Hugheim, happy birthday, man! And Miles, man, always a joy to be around. That dude's always bringing the energy and humor around the office.
Always is. And I want to highlight a couple of work anniversaries too. These are kind of a big deal, man. These are kind of a big deal. Like when you got people that are here for 4 years plus, that's impressive, right? Like that's we got a couple.
They're getting long in the tooth, as they say.
They are. We got a couple of folks here that just hit 1 year. So Hannah, Chad McLaughlin, and Alyssa all hit 1 year.
Super cool.
Paige Perkins, Miranda, Mike Assetti, Jenna Raisley, and David Spanian all hit 2 years.
Dude, what's wild is 4 of the 5, I think Miranda was maybe like a week later or something like that, but at least 4 of the 5 of those started on the same day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We went through like a hiring frenzy, and then we moved to this office. So this is when we were in a little. I don't even remember how big it was. There was probably
3,000 square feet, 3,500 square feet.
Something like that. And then we moved to this big office because we ran out of space. immediately. But then the last work anniversary for the month of September here is Trisha at 4 years.
4 years, dude.
Woo.
So funny story. I flew down to Florida to do Trisha's like onboarding, to get her all set up with everything. And I'll never forget, man. We were sitting at an oceanfront restaurant, posted up outside on the balcony, eating and getting stuff loaded and signing her up for all the, subscriptions and stuff that we needed to load on her computer for her to be able to work. And that memory comes up in my Facebook memories every once in a while. I was posting that. And, so prior to that, Trisha and I had we knew each other for a long time, just, working at different places and being in the same market. And so it has been an amazing run with Miss Trisha Lamy. I just saw Drew in the airport.
Did you?
In Charlotte. I was walking through the Charlotte airport, and Drew pops out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, man." I'm like, "Dude, what are the chances, right?"
I love that.
The whole Lamy family, man, has been just amazing. That was part of our journey here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the whole family comes to the TCS
events
every now and then, too.
They do.
So,
Drew was just telling me he needs another shot in the arm. He needs a little juice, a little motivation. So
January, baby.
I said, "Come on down."
January. Yeah, man. So, as far as results here too, going to the operations team, I mean, I know we've knocked out a bunch of projects. Total jobs scheduled this month, last month, was 181. Total jobs sourced 289. We got, most scheduled David, most sourced Alyssa, most completed David, and most approved Laura.
Dude, I like that picture of David. That's like quintessential David Stepanian.
For those of you who haven't seen this newsletter,
it just looks like David. We'll post a link to because it's posted on our website. Yeah, we'll post a link in the description below to the group chat newsletter that we use internal here. So
that's it. Inside the group, I do want to give a quick shout out to Jenna. Jenna received the core value of the month as selfless.
Dude,
she is truly the most selfless person. Jenna, I just want to say I appreciate everything that you do, and you never fail just to jump in and help out whenever. Like, I mean, I see it all the time.
Dude, the absolute best team player ever. It's one of those people. It's a blessing and a curse to be that person, by the way, and so that deserves all the attention that she gets for that, because you can hand Jenna anything and she'll just figure it out. Never complains, never pushes back, just gets it done, and has this skill set of being able to do an absolute ton of work, which again is it's a blessing and a curse, right? You can get a lot done, but sometimes what do they say? If you want something done, you give it to the busiest person in the room.
That happens.
Good definition.
Jenna.
Yeah, that's it.
As far as sales, man, it was it's been a wild year from the sales front. We've added some new folks to the team. We've added a lot of new logos, a lot of new customers this year. And I want to give a quick shout out to Chad Fay being the top salesperson of the month in September. Chad was also on the road. Went down to, I think it was Georgia. I know he was driving around Massachusetts. I mean, a whole bunch of places. Chad was a busy dude. I think in the next month or two, he'll be traveling down south. He's got a bunch of projects that he'll be looking at, meeting customers on. So, Chad, congrats, brother. Well deserved. Pulling off another 7-figure plus month. It's exciting to see your growth, man. It's been
no doubt, man. It's super cool to be able to see, salespeople, build their own, book of business and their own relationships with people, and then establishing new ones. It's really cool to be able to see that like build out, and Chad's done an amazing job. So as the rest of the team has as well. But just to watch people be able to build, kind of a business within the business is really exceptional. It's one of the greatest joys that you get, in leadership, is watching people really, knock the cover off the ball. And this has been, beyond I don't want to say it's a breakout year, because Chad's done really well in the past, but man, it's just
exceptional. The series been exceptional.
Been really
right?
exceptional. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people on the team, and probably towards the end of the year here, we'll really dig into that and show who's been extremely exceptional, from the sales standpoint. But it's that, to your point, it's been really cool to watch everyone just grow and create their own little business inside the Pavement Group, and service their clients to the best of their ability and really change their own lives too.
No doubt,
Change your
no
family's
doubt.
lives.
So I see Property Technologies on your screen over there. What are we talking about there? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, so at IFMA, the show we just got done doing, I'll share a little bit more on the next episode of Talking Lots, but we demoed property tech for a lot of people. So for those of you who don't know, we developed an app that allows us to get out, assess portfolios, take photos, develop 5-year plans, and then the client has all of that in an app, either on their computer or on their phone. And it's a great way to wrap their arms around asphalt and concrete portfolios and really get their arms around the plans and executing them and whatnot. And we demoed that at IFMA, and it was a really, really standout thing for a lot of people. A lot of people really, really liked it and thought it was going to be a great plug-in for what we do, what we could do for them. At this next show, though, at NFMT, I'm actually talking about saving time, how facility managers can get home quicker, safer, with less headaches than working with anyone else. So Property Technologies is going to be a piece of that.
Big driver.
As well as, a lot of other facets that we do that, they can implement whether they work with us or not. Like, that's the idea, right?
Yep, yeah. And I think just to add that, Property Technology is a big piece of what makes us unique. It's not the only thing, but, having that data and analysis at your fingertips at any moment that you want to, for those property and facility managers that watch this podcast, that's really the power of it, is like, just imagine being able to click your fingers and have your budget for the next 5 years in your fingertips at any moment that you need it, right? So if that's halfway through the year or at the end of the year, never having to spend a minute building that budget out, you kind of know what it is before you even get started, and that's what we do best here. Is being able to take those problems and making them, go away for you. Turning problems into memories. That was a tagline years ago.
That was like one of the first taglines.
Yeah. Still doing it.
It's funny. So this app, there's been a lot of evolutions of it.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I go back to when Mike Hugim first showed me the first version of this. This was before.
Talking about the PDF version?
Even before that.
Like the spreadsheets?
Well, I guess we had the spreadsheets in the PDF version, but then Mike was starting to develop, like, he made this really, really basic program.
Yeah.
That, like, was a proposal builder and all that stuff. And a big piece was the assessments. And, then it led to Lot Pro, which we used for a long time. And now it's, we work with a development team to develop this. And it's just a completely revolutionized, system. And
I was just showing it to a couple people that are pretty high up in the property management world today, and they were blown away by the abilities of it and just the usability, and the goal of it is simple. It's to keep it simple. As they say, it's easy to make things complicated. It's complicated to make things easy, and we've done a great job. The team has done a great job of keeping it simple for people, so it's super easy for them to understand what it is that they have that they need to manage, and then deploying the resources to be able to get all that work done across 44 different states, over 200 times with 55 different clients in a month is actually easier than it would seem, right? Not to say that it's easy. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of people moving a lot of things around, and lots of phone calls and emails and organization and planning and pre-cons and all that stuff, but with the right data and the right planning and the right execution, that's a hell of a lot easier than it would be normally, right?
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine doing 200 plus jobs across 44 states in 1 month without the use of technology. I mean, it would be significantly harder, right?
Yeah. It just becomes a mess, right? And you need a lot more people to do it without technology, and anytime you add more people to the equation, it makes things more difficult, right? Because there's communication breakdowns, all that stuff. And so it's why we stand so firmly on solving problems with technology first. So
I agree.
On that note, dude, we get, new ERP system that we're installing, which is pretty cool. We're taking a giant step in the right direction to integrate all of our technology solutions and software together, and, kind of give us one place to operate from that everything is connected into. And that's exciting. So that should be,
rolled out probably.
We're going to start testing it in December, and then
dude,
the
right around
rollout
the
will
corner.
be the first of the year, which is crazy to think, man. It feels like yesterday we started, building that thing out and starting to plan it. And
seems like it feels
we're
like
in the home stretch.
Feels like yesterday we just started using HubSpot.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago, right? 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think 3.
Yeah, crazy.
This time. Ryan, is there anything else coming up on the calendar that's exciting?
Oh, tons, man. We got the company Christmas party, December 13th.
Be a banger this year.
Yeah, we got some tricks up our sleeves this year, man. We've been stepping it up every year. Obviously the number of people grows every year. We've got more employees.
Yep.
We bring all of our employees, their families from around the country to be here for the Christmas party. I think it's an important part of finishing the year for us, and to really show our gratitude as a company for the work that people put in all year, and it's a lot. It's not just the people that work here that put in the hard work, but the families behind those people, deserve to be recognized too. And so December 13th at Acrisure Stadium at the PNC Champions Club. We're going to throw a little shindig.
Love it, dude.
Jesse Woods might even come.
Oh, I'll be there.
Jesse Woods will be there.
I'll be there for sure.
Jesse Woods will be there.
Oh, yeah.
We got DJ Bonix coming.
Now, who is DJ Bonix, for those who don't know?
DJ Bonix is his real name's Brandon. He's just my buddy Brandon that happens to be the DJ for Wiz Khalifa, and you might see him on stages with Snoop Dogg and several other people too. Right. But yeah, he Bonix is the man, dude. He DJ'd Khloe Kardashian's 40th birthday party. That was pretty cool with Snoop. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall, dude, Brandon's just a good dude. That's really freaking talented, like super freaking talented. And so we love to have him around. And so we're going to bring him to the Christmas party and we're going to throw it down. And we've got the Alexis Allen helping us plan the company Christmas party, which is a huge help, man, to be able to have a party planner, especially the caliber of Alexis, to help us execute that. So anybody that's in Pittsburgh probably knows that name. If you don't, you should look it up. I think her Instagram is the Alexis Allen, so you can look her up and see what she does for folks. But yeah, we're gonna pull out all the stops for the Christmas party, man. It's gonna be a blast. So
I'm excited to see that highlight reel and the footage from the Christmas party after the fact. Right? It's gonna be. We'll share it with you guys.
Gonna be a banger. It'll be a make for an easy January recording, right? We'll just play the highlight video from the Christmas party.
Dude, talking lots, just a big old party.
That's it. Just Jesse Woods as Santa Claus, and that'll be it. That's a wrap. Yeah.
Jesse, you could grow the beard for Santa Claus.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Give it some time. A little white dye.
Just spray it down.
Spray it down. Yeah, we'll do it.
Well, right on, man. Dude, listen, I'm excited. We've got, as of right now, as of this recording, we've got about another 6 weeks of like hard push.
Yeah.
And then it's, then we're, looking at Christmas.
Christmas party. And then into Christmas.
Yeah.
And,
it's going to slow down a little bit. But
in our world, it gets a little more manageable, that time of year. And, we give people the rest that they earn all year as much as we can. So good stuff, brother. Another good month in the books.
Another good month. And listen, I'm excited to report on the next month, on October. And beyond excited to report on what happens in November. So stay tuned.
We've already had a record-breaking month, and we got a week to go.
We do. Yeah. Big push.
Always good to set records, dude.
That's right. Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, checking out what's going on at the Pavement Group. And if you want to, know what's going on at the Pavement Group more, keep tuning in. We got some cool things coming. A lot of people come into this office and they say, like, what the heck is going on? Like, what is One Team? What is the Pavement Group? Why is there a podcast studio in a paving company's office? Well, this is the podcast to tune into and learn why.
That's it, man. Yeah, and you never know who's going to be rolling through here. We've got, at this point, what do we got, Jesse? 14 podcasts that we produce or something like that. One of those is an NFL football player. We've got the University of Pittsburgh. We do Oakland Originals out of this podcast. Actually, like right here where we're sitting is, kind of the same setup that we use for Oakland Originals. So you guys can go check those out. And plenty of others that are people that work here. So the Perks in Paving is still rolling strong. Eli's podcast, Sell the Truth, still rolling strong. The Brian Hess Show just passed 820 episodes this morning, I think. We've got a new sponsor for the Brian Hess Show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, coming up November 1st. We won't drop it here. We've dropped it in the One Team community app this morning, but I don't want to drop it here. But a big name, dude. A big name that has a lot of meaning to me, and plenty more to come. We've got a lot of companies that are interested in what we're doing, and so we're starting to integrate those folks in. And so those that share our values and vision and things like that, we're going to bring them in and welcome them to the family and introduce them to the people that we know, and hopefully all of these businesses can collaborate and create even more success than we've already had.
Love it. Love it. Exciting.
That's it, dude.
Right on. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.